Okay. I just found out I'm colorblind.
Oh, wow.
The news just came out of the purple.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Today's episode, we are doing dad jokes. Woo! When you're out, on the lake and your boat tears up, where do boats go when they're sick? To the boat dock. Get it? Two antennas met on a roof, fell in love, and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception...
What board game is popular in Prague?
I don't know.
Checkers.
Gosh! With a Z.
With a Z.
Welcome back to the Twerk Ethic Show! I just keep trying to think about how to make it more epic.
Yeah.
Without any instrumentation. So I have to just kind of...
Yeah.
Welcome back
I mean, it's pretty epic.
to the Twerk Show. I forgot we were recording. You're here. You made it. My name is JT.
Glad you made it.
This guy over here, best around. I'm telling you, don't look any further. You can. But they don't need to look any further.
Right.
For you. Because it's Cooley.
What up, everybody? Twerk Nation. Up in the hizzy.
So,
So white.
most of the time,
Man, I'm so white.
we do. You are.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we do like nostalgic, Rushmores, top lists, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes we do different things. And today we're going back to it. A favorite from what people tell me. It's a favorite.
Yeah.
Some dad jokes.
Oldies, but goodies.
It's getting a little challenging to find ones that we haven't said.
Yeah, it is.
But I think we're going to have a good show today. And we like dad jokes. We tell
do.
dad jokes on our own. That's another thing is that
That's very true.
we say jokes that, I don't know, some people think we shouldn't, but we still do.
Yeah. And who cares? I mean, some of it's genius, but some of it's just plain idiocracy.
I think sometimes, too, to tell dad jokes, even though they make you groan, to come up with one, you got to be a little clever,
Oh, for sure.
Yep. So
Definitely.
I'm a big fan of dad jokes. So
Yeah, me
here's
too.
here's what we're going to do.
And we're a big fan of dads.
We are.
Our dads.
Yes.
Especially.
Some dads suck, but not ours.
Right. Nope. Not ours.
We got some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Who also have really good dad jokes. They're both very, very funny.
They're the champs.
They're the champs. So here's what we're going to do.
All right.
We're just like we did in the past. We're just going to go back and forth, and we're going to react to it. And the other thing is, this is not a try not to laugh challenge,
Right.
because if it's funny, we're going to laugh. We find that to be
It's true.
far more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to have less fun, go find a try not to laugh video and try not to laugh.
Yeah.
But if you want to not even try
Right.
not to laugh, wait, is that right? So many double negatives.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. I don't know why that made me laugh.
You all right? Yeah. Everybody, oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. Austin Powers.
Yeah.
How could I have been unthawed in the 90s and traveled back to, oh no, I've gone cross-eyed?
Who's up first? Do we rock, paper, scissors?
Oh, it's who's on first.
On the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team. I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean, the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
Oh. Who's going first?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, we're going to rock, paper,
I
scissors?
think we should.
1 out of 1?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Cooley wins.
Yes.
Every time.
Once again.
Okay, so
It's the way to go.
you just read your joke and I will react.
I will read my joke starting now.
Okay.
I lost it. Where is it at? Oh, there it is.
I'm not supposed to laugh before the joke.
Right, yeah.
Don't be funny.
Well, I mean, yeah. That's what this show is, bro. We just laugh at nothing. All right, here we go. My neighbor gave me a new roof for free.
Okay.
He said it was on the house.
Do you ever piece them together, like right before the person finishes saying it, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
and you in your mind, you're like, oh, I could have thought of that, but it's like probably not.
Right.
You're
yeah.
piecing it together
all the time. Yeah. Just can't find the words
my
for
gosh.
it. It's just like, I know it needs to go here, but I don't know how to say it.
On the house. All right, I got one related.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
I've started a business building yachts in my attic, but I have a problem. Sales are going through the roof.
Oh my gosh. Are we just doing house jokes? Because we could do that.
I didn't expect you to for the podcast. This dude just lost it. It was great to watch you laugh at that.
That was good stuff.
All right, go
I like
for
it.
it.
This was a good one because my niece is learning how to drive. She's turned 15. She's a pretty good driver actually, but she also has like her mom has a car that helps you drive and stay in the lanes.
Yeah.
So she's got a little bit of help.
Yeah.
But she's still a good driver. But did you hear about the teenager who failed their driving test?
No.
He thought it was a crash course.
That's so dumb.
So dumb. But yet we still laugh.
We still laugh.
We're guilty.
Okay.
It's probably why we don't do the try not to laugh, because we would fail every time.
Yeah.
Or almost
And
every
again,
time.
it's just not fun. Why,
Yeah.
why would you not laugh?
Yeah, I know.
Well, if it's not funny, don't laugh.
There we go.
Okay. My friend wants to become an archaeologist,
Okay.
but I'm trying to put him off. I heard the career is in ruins. See, that's the dumb one.
There we go.
Sorry. I'm going to hit you with this really dumb one. I'm just going to get it out of the way.
Okay.
What kind of dogs do magicians like? People who do magic. Labracadabradors.
Oh my god.
How stupid is that?
Yeah. It's stretching so it's funny.
Okay.
That's why.
The reason I wanted to get it out of the way, because I've been worried, like, if I'm going to be able to pronounce that.
Oh yeah.
Because you read it written out and you're like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's tough. Labracadabradors.
Oh man.
All right.
That's a good one.
Hit me.
Where do surfers learn to surf?
Mm-hmm.
They go to a boarding school.
All right.
yeah.
I used to play piano by ear, but now I just use my hands.
Now that is my dad joke. Oh my gosh.
You're down to that?
Oh, for sure. Well, he plays piano too.
yeah.
And believe it or not, he plays by ear.
But now he just uses his hands.
Now he just uses his hands,
Yeah.
which is smarter. And he can only hit one key at a time. But a duck walks into a bar,
Yeah.
buys everyone around. He tells the bartender, "Put it on my bill." That was funnier than I thought it was going to be. All right.
I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high when she does her makeup. Mm-hmm. She looked surprised.
Yes. I like that one.
I broke my finger last week. On the other hand, I'm okay. So we talk about this every time, but it is all about the delivery.
Oh, yeah.
You
For
know?
sure.
And here's one more that's all about the delivery.
All right.
I'm laughing already. God. Okay. I just found out I'm colorblind.
Oh, wow.
The news just came out of the purple.
That one I like. I like that one. Let's see here. All right. Did you hear about the nurse that who wanted to become a doctor?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she didn't have enough patience.
The other thing too is like you do kind of some of these you do actually have to picture a dad
Oh yeah.
saying this like you're in the airport on vacation or something like that. He just, and another thing too, because Casey Moon did this the other day. Shout out Casey. Another thing that dads do. Your dad does it. My dad did it. I feel like this generation does not do it. So when Casey did it the other day, I was like, wow. Dads never tell you a joke's coming.
Right.
So like we've told you.
You think it's story time.
We've told you ahead of time, hey, dad jokes are here. But
Yep.
Dad just hits you with it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's funny.
My dad is definitely guilty of that.
Can you please, like, I know you've said this a million times, but can you tell the story of your dad's famous dad joke that I love?
Oh yeah.
Here's a real one.
Yeah, afternoon, taking a drive down this country road in North Carolina.
Yep.
A cop was following him. Didn't have his lights on or anything, just following him. He's just like, It's like, well, I mean, there's really nowhere to turn off, so he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Doesn't have his lights on. It's just behind me, that's it.
Yeah.
So a little while later, this crow comes out of nowhere. Dad hits the front of the car, goes over the car and hits the cop car behind him.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, cop turns his lights on, pulls him over. He's like, what did I do? I didn't speed or anything. So the cop gets up the window. He's like, you know why I pulled you over? He's like, honestly, no, because I wasn't speeding. I mean, I wasn't swerving or anything. He's like, no, you didn't do anything like that. You just flipped me the bird.
And here's the great part. You did not know that this was a fake story.
Right. Yeah, I thought it was for real at first.
You find out that it's a joke at the punchline.
Yep.
So to that generation of dads, you nailed that.
Yeah, for sure. That is your bread and butter.
It's like we do kind of have to tell you now.
Yeah.
Joke's coming.
Right, yeah. And that's how he came, and he goes into it cold and just be like, and then you get to the end, you're just like, because you're all into the story, you're like, oh, and then what happened?
Yeah.
And then, oh, okay, he got me.
I got 2 numbers dad joke. Like, dad jokes about numbers.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
What did 50 do when it got hungry? 58. Okay. So dumb. Why was 9 missing?
I don't know.
7, 8, 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I knew that one. Shoot. I forgot about that one. Why did the tourists feel disappointed upon seeing the Liberty Bell?
I don't know.
Wasn't all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, these are, now that I've actually like reframed my brain, they're funnier to me because I'm picturing a dad telling his family this, and just the whole family silence.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah, definitely. They'd be like, you hear like a couple of pitties. That's funny.
My wife told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down.
Wow, I like that one. How did Benjamin Franklin feel when he discovered electricity?
I don't know.
He was shocked.
Okay. Do you want a box? You're already laughing at this.
Yeah. What?
Do you want a box for your leftovers? No, but I'll wrestle you for them. I'm going to use that one.
Wrestle you? Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
I could totally see me doing that one.
Oh, we should tell the one that our friend on the bike told us the other day at the lounge. You remember that?
Oh yeah, do it.
Yeah, he's like, you heard Energizer Bunny got arrested the other day, right? Battery.
Then he just got on his bike.
He got on his bike and then pulled a George Costanza and left.
If
at
I
the
may,
high point.
if I may, let me set the scene.
Yeah.
Cooley and I and a couple other guys were at the cigar lounge outside, and this guy drove up on a bike, and he was clearly homeless.
Yeah.
I saw it. I don't know if you saw it. I saw it immediately that this guy was homeless. But our friend Mike, shout out Mike, we love you. Mike talks to everybody, and so he's like, "Hey man, where'd you get that bike?" You know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then real quickly, you realized cocaine might be involved.
Yeah.
And so he was
A little bit
kind of strange.
Yeah.
Then he went into the vape store and got something, and then he walks out, and that's when he did that joke.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man.
It was amazing. And then he disappeared.
They just disappeared into the night.
He was gone, man.
All right. I only know
Angel of Harlem.
25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why.
Knew that was coming.
Oh,
I like it. How do ghosts stay in shape?
go stay in shape. I don't know.
They exercise. Halloween's around the corner.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What board game is popular in Prague?
I don't know.
Checkers.
Gosh, with a Z.
With a Z.
Checkers. That was good. All right.
Oh, shout out to that one.
Can a kangaroo?
Woodchuck?
Yeah. Can a kangaroo jump higher than a house? Of course. Houses can't jump.
Gosh, that might be the definition of a dad joke right there. Or this one. Dad, did you get a haircut? No, I got them all cut.
I got one that's kind of related to that one.
Yeah.
Which is fun. We've never been able to relate them before, but
Right.
Dad, can you put my shoes on? No, I don't think they'll fit me, son.
Oh, man. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
A stick?
Yep.
Okay, good.
There it is.
Nice. Wow, I never get them. That reminds me too. Like, what do you? I thought. Oh, I heard another dad joke that was like, "What's brown and sticky? A stick." Okay. Two antennas met on a roof, fell in love, and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent.
Yes.
Gosh, so bad.
Wow.
Oh. I think my favorite joke so far has been I just found out I'm colorblind. The news
Yeah.
just came out of the purple.
That was a good one.
That's excellent. Okay.
Oh, what do you call a monster with a high IQ?
I don't know.
Frank Einstein.
Stupid. I know a lot of jokes about retired people, but none of them work.
Man, that would hit me like in sections, bro.
Yeah. Some of these are pretty clever.
Why was the Incredible Hulk so good at gardening?
I'm unsure.
He had a green thumb.
That one hit me too later. Right? He's green. Oh. That's awesome. Okay. I once had a dream. Okay, this one is all about the delivery.
Okay. Yeah.
I once had a dream I was floating in an ocean of orange soda. It was more like a fantasy. That was such a reach.
Wow. I like that.
It's not orange soda. It's more like a fantasy, not an ocean of orange soda.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that's my Rushmore sodas.
That reminds me, do you remember when we used to hang with Rudy back when he lived in Atlanta? Shout out, Rudy, if you happen to be listening. For those who are interested in Twerk Ethic Trivia one day.
Right.
Rudy was our first ever guest. Even though we don't really do guests anymore,
Yeah.
he was the first one.
Yeah, he was.
and that'll always be special.
Yep.
Do you remember when we would hang out with him? One of the funniest things that we would do was we would tell a dumb joke, and then we would over-explain it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what made it funny. And then we would point it at a random stranger and be like, he gets it. So like
I forgot about the he gets it.
like if let's just say someone's sitting on the couch and I'm but I'm like, I'm in a ocean of orange soda. Well, no, actually it's more like a fantasy. And no one jokes, and you go, because Fanta is a brand of orange soda.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, and then you keep explaining it, and then you turn to a random person who's not even involved, and you go, he gets it.
He gets it.
He gets it.
Dude, that's such a Rudy thing.
Oh.
For sure. That's so funny.
Yeah,
I forgot about the he gets it thing.
Rudy has a very dry sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
This one's a little risque.
Oh.
Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing and the cucumber skinny dipping. What? I don't.
That's a two-parter. I wasn't ready for the two-parter.
Salad dressing.
I was fine with salad dressing. That's hilarious. You're a big tool guy. You have a lot of tools.
Yeah.
You grew up around a lot of tools because your dad. What did the T-Rex use to cut wood?
I don't know.
A dinosaur. Oh man.
Oh,
This is not a dad joke. This is actual. This reminds me of the Pillar to Pillar days back in Atlanta.
oh yeah, Cowboy JT.
Yeah. We have a case where we put all of our cables and XLRs and all that stuff. One big case, and it's called DeWalt. And every time I see it, I was like, "You want that DeWalt gator nose saw?"
Oh man.
So good, bro.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find some of that.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Cowboy JT for a second, because I don't think, like, it's a very dry joke, and I don't know that everyone gets the whole inside of it. Sure. But when we lived in Atlanta, well, that's another thing. Cooley and I used to be roommates, and we lived in Atlantic Station when we were youngins. And so actually, you know what? I'm not even sure everyone knows the birth of this. I played at Sugarloaf one time, a campus, the Sugarloaf 12-stone campus.
Yeah.
I was playing bass, and what's his name? How did I forget his name?
Mama sang tenor.
Justin Warner.
Justin Warner.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Dude, that dude's hilarious.
So Justin Warner was the leader, and we did this part, and it was so awesome. Like, I had helped write it, and so we finished, and I was like, man, that bridge was perfect. It was perfect. And he turns around to me and goes, "Wouldn't that be just like God?"
That's where it came from?
That's where it came from.
Oh, wow.
It came from Justin Warner.
Maybe I knew that, but I just forgot about that.
And I could not control myself.
Right.
Because I was not expecting that.
Gosh, that
and
guy
so
that guy's hilarious.
You came home with the Jerry Bruckheimer. Was that where you got the?
Oh, the hat. Yeah. Yep.
This hat right here. You came home with this hat, and I can't remember why we decided, but do you remember how we decided to actually start doing it?
I don't know. I think we were just like
wanting to film something.
Yeah, I wanted to film something, and we did we had those columns in our apartment, and we just called it Pillar to Pillar.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he would basically start on one pillar, and he would scroll over, and while he was scrolling, I was doing a bit in the character of Cowboy JT, and then he would end on the other pillar, and they'd only be like 15 seconds.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd only be, like I said, if that 15 seconds. And like,
it was, they were short.
I pulled it from, like, my inspiration. I grew up in South Georgia, so Waycross, Georgia, to be specific. And I've lost a lot of my accent, but I still remember my Uncle Kelly, who's like, he's like very.
I think he took over whatever accent you left,
yeah,
and he took it over.
He's a little bit more nasally
Yeah.
and loud.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like every time he calls my dad, he's like, "Hey, Brian," it's just he's very, very like. And then another one who recently passed away. So rest in peace. A guy named Tony Robertson. He would crack me and my brother up because he has big old beer gut, and we'd be on the roof working with my dad, and it'd be the middle of the summer. And he'd take his shirt off, and you're talking about a bad sight.
Oh,
I mean, this guy looked terrible. He'd go, "Yeah, I tell you boys what, by the end of the summer, I'm going to be a bronze god." And, man, me and my brother so I kind of like
hilarious.
mix the characters to be like a mixture of Uncle Kelly and Tony.
Yeah.
But also grew up in church.
Yeah.
So he's very,
Yep.
he's wouldn't that so my first phrase was, "Wouldn't that be just like God? Wouldn't that be?" I was chewing on a dynamite circus peanut.
Circus peanut.
Yeah. That's the thing is you got to be
my gosh.
you got to be very specific.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're talking about with the DeWalt.
DeWalt Gator.
What was do you remember the script?
Oh,
Which I wasn't scripting it then, but like
right.
it was like something with
Man, I don't remember what was the buildup for that, but that was definitely the punchline.
yeah, he's basically like I was like maybe he was telling a story about someone else. Like
Yeah.
he cut his toe off with a DeWalt Gator nose saw. But you have to be
Gator nose saw.
like that's one thing I learned when you tell
Because
us
there's a lot of saws out there.
when you tell a Southern story, you got to be specific.
Yep.
You got to tell it was a Tuesday. I went down to well, no, it wasn't Tuesday. It was
right.
Wednesday, Thursday, and then he tells the story, and then at the end of the story, you know what? It was Wednesday. That's what it was. But if you're telling you're telling something, you gotta tell the manufacturer.
Yep. Definitely, dude. Manufacturer, what kind of saw and
Yeah,
all
that's
that
true.
stuff.
Yeah,
man.
it's like he cut his toe off with a saw. No,
No,
he cut his toe off with a DeWalt Gator nose saw.
the people listening to that story be like, "Yep, that'll happen."
Yep, he cut 3.5 of his fingers off with a Makita miter saw. Makita. And DeWalt, not DeWalt,
Not DeWalt.
DeWalt.
Yeah,
Makita.
it's got to be that hard. Almost said hard D.
Anyway,
but I was like, no.
that's so when y'all hear Cowboy JT, that's been like a 15-year character.
yeah,
And then
sure.
also he used to be, he has to be in black and white.
oh yeah.
So
All the
when we
time.
did the video, it's like had to be a black and white filter.
Yep.
So
It was pretty. Yeah,
I
That was-
don't even
That's
know how
some
we got
fun
off on
stuff.
that. But
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, I grew up around tons of good Southern storytellers.
Yeah.
because they like I sent you this video. I'm not going to share it because I don't want to put my Uncle Kelly on the internet when he didn't even ask. But
true.
I found this video of my Uncle Kelly telling a story around the dinner table at Thanksgiving one year.
Yeah,
And it was about this guy who he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
It's a battery power wheelchair. And he went up to the hotel in downtown Waycross and got it stuck in the mud. And to hear him telling the story, he was like, he went down there to the Del Mar Hotel. And, he's like, he's in his battery power wheelchair and they knowed him. They knowed him.
Wow.
They knowed him. And he's up there. The cops done had to come
Oh,
here
my
and get his
gosh.
battery power wheelchair out of the bog. I tell you a dad joke that I just remember my dad said one time, because you told one that your dad said.
Yeah.
So my dad was he was a contractor, carpenter, and he built houses. And so on Fridays, he would go around and pay his contractors, like the electricians and plumbers. And, so he had this one, he would do it all the time. But he would go, and I would go with him. I'd be riding in the truck. And he would, write his check, and then he would get to the person, like the electrician or something, and he'd hold his hand by his wrist while he's got the check in his fingers, and he would just shake his arm, and he'd go, "Hey, grab that check. It's bouncing out my arm, bouncing out of my hands." And the first time, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then he did it all the time.
Right.
But to the new people, it is new.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I've heard it so many times. But now I look back on it in such an endearing way. It's like, that's a pretty good joke.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I have just two more.
Okay.
We could end on that.
All right.
Unless you have more. Both of them are really bad, though. So
okay.
We can just...
I'll match your bad with my bad.
I'll read them as Cowboy JT.
My bad. Oh, yeah, that might help.
I need that.
If they're bad anyway.
Get the hat on here. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Hey, boy, you ready? Listen at me. How do you organize a space party, boy?
I have no idea.
You plan it. All right, last one is Cowboy JT.
All right.
When you're out, on the lake and your boat tears up, where do boats go when they're sick? To the boat dock. Get it? Doctor. Dock. Boat dock. He gets it.
Get it? Yeah, he gets it. They get it.
Oh, my gosh,
Wow.
dude.
Speaking of Rudy,
We haven't. Yeah, that's him playing the saxophone.
Yo.
I just wanted to call out Clint because we haven't. And
Oh, man.
we need to double up. So
yeah,
Clint has been sponsoring this show forever.
day
From the
one.
very beginning.
Day one.
Canema Plumbing.
Wow.
Cannon Plumbing, best plumber this side of the Mississippi and on the other side.
Yeah.
I can tell you
sides.
right now, best price you're going to get, unless he tells you, a different price, and then that's with you and him.
Right.
But I'm guaranteeing you, it's the best price. Definitely is the best service. He is, and I use him. So
Yeah.
this is not just a sponsor of the show. Like, I actually use his services and have many, many times.
Yeah. And if he has gone up, it's probably just with the rest of the world because inflation has happened everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I spent, $15 at a McDonald's and I only got a 4-piece nugget. That was it. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I was drunk, but it looked like 3.5.
I don't even know if you've ever been drunk.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've been tipsy once.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. But that was God, that was probably like 15 years ago. But yeah, I've never been drunk.
But Clint is the best.
He is.
And tell him the Twerk Ethic Boys sent you.
Yep.
That's it, man. That's the end of the dad jokes.
Dad gum.
We appreciate every single one of you. The show has been like growing in a way that it's hard for us to comprehend, especially on YouTube. It's
very truthful.
Sort of snowballing for us, and we are super like. I was going to say we're the most humble of anybody. That reminded me of Danny Mejia. He said he's going to write a book called "Humility and the Road." Humility and the Road to How I Got There, or something like that. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
But no, seriously, like we're really humbled by the way that this thing is growing because we're just being ourselves, and we plan to never change. So appreciate y'all being here, and sometimes we just we're just going to be honest. Like today, we just didn't really think of a Rushmore topic, and we're like, dude. Let's give the people what they want.
It's been a while since we just conversed on the show back and forth, and
and
felt like old times.
It feels like old times, and it still works,
And now the show's going to because of it.
And now we're canceled.
I'm kidding. Sorry for cussing. Now the show is going to be even better.
Even better. But anyway,
so that snowball effect, we expect that snowball to keep on rolling.
Keep on snowballing.
Yep. It's like in our good friend Chris Morgan's book.
Yeah.
It's like, are you going to show up? And we do. We show up into what we do. And he said one night, Garth Brooks, before he was found, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Discovered.
Yeah.
There we go. Before Garth Brooks was discovered, they had a lineup of that night, and they were, all the big wigs and big producers were coming to see this one guy who was second on the bill, and Garth Brooks was ninth on the bill. And the second guy didn't show up.
Really?
And so they were like, Garth, you want to take his spot and be second? He was like, oh, yeah. Garth jumped on it, and then he was discovered because he showed up.
Wow.
The other guy didn't.
Man, that's a great story.
Chris Morgan. Woo! Man, that guy's awesome. So shout out to you, Chris.
Dude, I appreciate that analogy to us too, because one of the hardest things to do when you're building something like that, because we're like coming up on 3 years.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can say for our success is that we showed up.
Yeah.
We basically put it into the atmosphere, and we had no freaking idea what to do.
Right.
And I look back at it now and I cringe badly. But you got to start somewhere.
Got to start somewhere, yeah.
And we do it every week.
We showed up.
We do it every week.
Yep.
For 3 years. And just now we're starting to see the benefits. So like it took 2.5 years for anything to happen.
Right.
I mean, it was ridiculous. Like it was hard, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And now this is kind of sweet.
I mean, like over the past, this whole time, because we got to 1,000 subscribers this past June, which took us 2.5 years. And now since then, we've gotten almost 600 subs in like, what is it, 4 months now?
Yeah.
Which is less than half of a year. And that is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous, man.
Thank you.
I like to see where this is headed.
We have we say that to say, if you think we're not doing this because we love it, you're wrong.
Right.
Because for a long time, nobody cared except, a very small group of people, which we were very thankful because you still listen. I'm just saying, like, it was like, there was no growth is a better way to say it.
Right. Yeah.
But,
it took a while.
Now it's happening, and it's been fun. So,
yep.
Like we say, I love most of you. Cooley loves you all.
Yeah, I do. Thumbs up to every one of you.
Boom.
Especially you, Lauren Jabara.